What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Nerd Corner. I'm your host, Lotus Sakura, the boy who never knows best, and in today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys another tag video, but not necessarily an anime or manga tag, although it does kind of lean towards manga, but it's more so for people who make manga content than it is about manga itself, if you feel me. So it's a manga tuber tag, and the thing about this is, before we get into it, is I don't necessarily consider myself a manga tuber, mainly because my channel isn't focused specifically on just manga. Like, I'd like to think I make a variety of different types of content, and I do love manga. I do love making manga content, and I love being part of the manga community. I just don't necessarily like the label of a manga tuber, because I don't want people to expect any one thing in particular from me, because I like having the freedom to do whatever it is I want on my channel. And even if that's only anime and manga related content, I don't want it to be like just manga, so people are only expecting like manga hauls, or people are only expecting like video game content, or people are like only expecting like anime reviews, because I'd like to have a mixture and a variety of being of all of those and being able to do whatever it is I want at any given point in time. And so far, so good. But nonetheless, I'm gonna do this tag. I'm gonna enjoy it. Shout out to the homie Apollo Gray, by the way, for tagging me in this. He is the one who started it. Link to his channel will be in the description down below. You guys should definitely go ahead and check him out if you like manga content, if you want to see hauls, reviews, recommendations, things of that nature. So if you're interested in checking out some new manga, go ahead and check out my homie Apollo in the description down below. Question number one is, why did you start your channel? And I've always wanted to make YouTube videos. This isn't my first time having a YouTube channel, although this is probably the first time I've ever taken it this seriously, and I've gone at it for as long as I have been doing. I had some other ideas in the past, and I've done other videos like dancing videos, which you guys will never ever see unless you already know about them, because you know me in real life, which is, you know, hey, how you doing? How you been? I ain't spoke to you in a minute. But yeah, man, videography is something that I've always wanted to do. It's something that I've dabbled in, but I'm not nearly as skilled at videography and editing and filming and recording as I am at my photography, because I'm a photographer, for those of you who don't know. But yeah, I saw other people making YouTube videos, and I'm like, if they can, why can't I? I saw certain types of content out there that I thought I could do just as well, if not better. And then, you know, when you see people that are having all this fun, making all these dope videos, and then they get to the point where they can earn money off of it, you're kind of like, well, if they can, why can't I? And that was the mindset that I had, and I figured, you know what, if I really love what I do, when I get the ball rolling on this, and if I really grind and, you know, push myself to better myself when it comes to videography, and meet some new people, and train and hone my skills and just have fun with it, I'll get to a point where I'm like one of those people who has thousands or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I'm making money, and I'm having fun, and I'm creating dope content, and I'm meeting dope people, and so far so good. So yeah. Question number two is, if manga hadn't been the main focus of your channel, then what would have been? And this kind of goes back to what I was saying at the start about how I don't necessarily consider myself a quote-unquote manga tuber, because I do so many different types of content now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely love being part of the manga community. I love reading and collecting manga, and I love making manga-related content. But I don't know if I'd still consider it the main focus of my channel, because between the gaming content, the unboxings, hauls, reviews, and the other types of content I want to introduce in the future, and then you got my videos like my Never Knows Best video, my Garden of Words video, I like to think that I have a decent variety on the channel. But with that being said, I can say that manga is definitely how I got my start. It's where I garnered the majority of my popularity and attention on the channel early on, and where I gained a lot of my subscribers from. So with that said, if I hadn't been doing, I said with that said twice there, that was kind of redundant, but whatever. If I hadn't been doing anime, manga, and video game type content, some of the other avenues that I thought about venturing into were a fashion channel, where I would show people like how to, you know, dress well without spending a lot of money, because not to toot my own horn, but I like to think I dress decently well, and I get a lot of compliments on the way that I dress. I'm into fashion. I spend a lot of money on sneakers, but not necessarily so much on clothes. Like, I dress very simple but very clean. I like to think, you know, very classic, and just, you know, in a style that will never really go out of style. So like a lot of really simple jackets and hoodies, solid colored tees, basic jeans and denim. Granted, I do have a couple expensive pairs of jeans and some more expensive clothing, but the point was that I saw channels out there that were dedicated to things like showing you how you can spend $100 or $200 or less at the mall or at like a Target or a Walmart and still dress really well. But every time I saw videos like that or channels like that, I'm like, all right, that's outfit's whack. I could do something way better than that and have it even less expensive than that. And I just was like, yeah, because I am someone who personally, I shop at Target, Walmart, Old Navy, Marshalls, like all these like generic ass department stores where you don't expect somebody who's into fashion to dress or shop. To shop in order to dress, but I do. So a fashion channel somewhere around like showing people how to dress well for really inexpensively was that's poor grammar, but you know what I mean. Showing people how to dress well for cheap was something that I considered doing. And something else that was kind of up in the air for a while was a photography channel, you know, tutorials on how I do my retouching, my editing in like Photoshop and Lightroom, because I had a lot of people who I would meet, whether it be online or in real life, that would ask me, you know, for tips and tricks and help on how to edit their photos. And it's something that I did enjoy doing. I did give it a try, but my computer just wasn't powerful enough to like record my editing software while I was actually editing, because my computer's just not very good for stuff like that. It's a very simple desktop that's just not built for all that. But yeah, so I did like 3 or 4 videos like that, kind of let it die out. And then eventually I just settled on anime, manga, and video game type content, because that's what I've loved all my life. I know that I'd never get tired of talking about it, and I'm having a great time, so I guess it wasn't a bad decision. Question number 3 is, have you ever felt like giving up? And the short answer is, nah, never. Not once since I started this channel have I felt like giving up. I've been having more and more fun as the time goes on. I've been meeting more and more dope people, building better connections, and making better videos, making better thumbnails, and just all around just having a great time. And there's no reason for me to stop. Like, the support keeps growing. Everything's just getting better for me in terms of like my skills and my talent on YouTube, and when it comes to all my video making and editing and just filming. I've just been having a great time, and I see no reason as to why I should stop it. I've never felt like I should. So yeah. Question number 4 is, who's your role model in the community? And the thing about this is, one, it says in the community. So I assume that when Apollo asks this question, he means in the manga community. But I don't necessarily have any role models on YouTube at all, let alone in the manga community. I have some people who, they have bigger channels than mine, and I look at them and I'm like, wow, they make really dope content, and I admire their work ethic because they're able to put out like 2 videos a day, 2-3 videos a day, whereas I put out maybe 1 video a week, 2-3 videos a week at tops, and that's just like, because I won't make excuses, but other people can do it. So sometimes I ask myself, well, why can't I? And so when I see people like that, like my homies Rhyme Style, I say homies with an S, but I just meant Rhyme Style. But when I see people like Rhyme Style who can put out 2 to 3 videos a day, I'm just like, what am I doing wrong to where I can't grind that hard? And I'll make excuses about it and say it's just, you know, I just don't have the right equipment to work that fast. But at the end of the day, I think it's just me not working hard enough. So Rhyme Style, he's become a close friend of mine. He is someone who I guess you could say that I kind of admire when it comes to like how hard he works on his channel and the content he puts out. Then you have people like the homies C-Reacts and Afro Senju, who just are super creative and just put a lot of work in like to their editing and just the way they present their videos and all that. So that's really dope as well. When it comes to the manga community in particular though, there aren't too many people. There isn't really anyone in specific that I could say I look up to or I see as a role model. I mean, there are some dope people out there, like everyone in you know, my little family, like Apollo Gray, Otaku Joe, Kickback Jack, Andromeda Reads, It's That and That, the Epic Guys, Arnold Otaku, Lavix, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Or even NZ Anime Manga and City Swede and Mr. Steel Senpai, who I think all their channels are a little bit bigger than mine, but that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I don't necessarily have role models, I would say, just people whose content I enjoy, and I see different aspects of, you know, the way they work on their channel. I'm like, that's dope, I should try harder. So yeah, that's about it. Question number 5 is, what is your favorite video that you have made and are the most proud of? And I don't really have an answer for this one because I'm very harsh on myself. I'm my own biggest critic. I'm an imperfect perfectionist, and there is a lot, and I mean a lot of videos that I do record and sometimes even fully edit and render, and I just never publish because I just don't think they're good enough. I have a whole folder called Scrapped on my hard drive that's just full of videos that are either incomplete or they're just, I finish them and I'm like, it's just not good enough for me to upload. So any video that does actually make the cut and ends up on the channel, I'm probably pretty proud of it for one reason or another. But it's just because I made a really dope thumbnail and I just wanted to show the thumbnail, or the video itself is actually really, really cool and I'm really proud of it. Some of my favorite videos, I guess, that I have produced are my C-Reacts Games audition video, because that one has reached like over, I mean, almost 10,000 views by now, which is great for my channel. That's almost double my subscriber count. And that was like one of my most intensely edited videos, and I got a lot of positive reception on that video. You have like my Garden of Words video and the Never Knows Best video, which were like more like abstract and artsy and like a live action type thing. They weren't really about anime and manga per se. I mean, they're obviously based off anime and manga, but they were more so inspired and not really me talking about anything to do with them. They were just more like homages or tributes in a way, if you feel me. So those are some of my favorites. I'm obviously proud of like my Sustained Industry series. Those were my favorite videos to work on for a while, and I still really enjoy those videos. I obviously haven't made one in a minute because I haven't really been buying manga like that. But there will be more Sustained Industry videos in the future, so for those of you who have been missing those, don't worry, they'll be back someday. Someday sooner than later, I will say. But yeah, man, I'm proud of all my videos on my channel. They wouldn't be there if I wasn't, so that pretty much answers that. Question number 6 is, what was your expectation when you started your channel? And honestly, everything that I've managed to accomplish thus far is about what I expected. Granted, I didn't expect to meet so many amazing people and be blessed in the ways that I have and develop these relationships that I have, but at least when it comes to the numbers, these are about the numbers I expected. Like when I started the channel, my goal was like, all right, I think in about a year I could probably crack 1,000 subscribers. That was my goal, and I accomplished just that thanks to all of your love and support. I believe it was just like I was just like a week or two away from being on YouTube for a full year when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And then going into 2017, I cracked 2K, and then we've just recently surpassed 5,000. Which, by the way, I haven't really taken the time out to acknowledge that in its own video, but I think I'll try and do that as soon as I can. But yeah, thank you, by the way, for the love and support and all the continued growth, because there was a point where I was away for a little bit and my numbers were still climbing and growing, and it was just awesome to see. So shout out to all of you, shout out to me, and just thank you all for helping me surpass 5,000. I couldn't have done it without all of you, so yeah, that's really dope. But yeah, man, every goal that I've been setting for myself when it comes to YouTube, I've been accomplishing, and I just hope to continue to strive and reach those goals. And this year, my goal was to reach 10,000 subscribers, and even though we're halfway through the year and I'm only at 5K, and that would seem like I'm about on par to hit 10K by the end of the year, I think I can do better than that. So at this point, I'm thinking if I set my goal for 10K, I think that's too low for myself, so I'm gonna raise it probably to like 20K, and we'll see how it goes. Because I think if I grind and really stay on my shit, that I can do it with all of your love and support. So we're gonna see if we can make it do what it do, make it snappy like a rubber band sandwich. You feel me? And the last question on the list, coming at question number 7, is why do you still upload videos? And this kind of goes hand in hand with the earlier question about have you ever felt like giving up? And I just have so much support, like so many people that have my back and want me to grow and have helped me out in so many different situations, so many amazing comments that I receive, all the likes and all the love that's been given me. I have so much fun when it comes to actually filming, editing my videos and making thumbnails and making banners, and I just have no reason in the world to stop uploading. It's been a great time. It only gets better and better as time goes on. The more I continue to upload, the more the channel continues to grow, the more people I meet, and I can only see things getting better and going up from here. So it's like I have no reason to stop flossing, stop having a good time, and just getting better and better at what I do, and meeting more people and entertaining more people. And one of the things that, like, I'm on YouTube because I want to make content that I think is dope. Like, I want to put out videos that I think are dope and shit that I know that I would enjoy, that I would watch even if I wasn't the one making it. Because I do watch all my own videos before I upload them. And like that's why so many of my videos don't make the cut, or why I don't upload as many videos as I probably could, because I scrap them and yell them because I'm so hard on myself. And it's like, if I don't think it's a dope video, if I don't think it's a video that I would watch if I didn't make it, I'm not gonna upload it. Because if I don't want to watch it, why do I expect anyone else to want to watch it? And I'm kind of getting off track now, but I want to make dope videos. I want to make dope content. I want to have a good time. I want to meet more people. I want to build more relationships. I want to build. I want to grow. I want to get better at what I'm doing. I want to have a great time, and I am. The more I do it, the better things get. So I'm gonna just keep on going and going until I can't go no more. So yeah, that's why I'm still up here uploading. With all that being said though, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up today. Shout out again to the homie Apollo one time for tagging me, and his link to his channel is in the description down below. Definitely go ahead, check him out if you want to see some dope manga content, whether it be reviews, hauls, impressions, all that good stuff. Definitely go check out my man's. But yeah, man, I actually had a good time answering this. I haven't done a tag video in a minute, and I've mostly been doing game content for the last month or two, so it was nice to change things up for a change of pace. So yeah. Hit this video with a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, so you guys can stay tuned for all this content I plan on bringing you. With all the means, that's pretty much all I have today, and remember, nothing can ever happen unless it's from the bad. Later.